You want to learn herbalism. You saw one too many TikToks with a forest witch grinding herbs, and now you think you're ready to start slathering mugwort salve on your third eye. Excellent choice. Welcome to the leafy, tea-stained, occasionally moldy world of herbalism. First, what is herbalism? Besides that thing that your aunt with the 17 cats swears by. Herbalism is a study and use of plants for healing. It's ancient, it's global, it's all about connecting with nature, understanding your body, and sometimes making teas that taste like compost. But they do fix your gut like a wizard. Let's clear a few things up real quick. Herbalism is not a replacement for emergency medical care. If your arm falls off, please don't rub lavender on it. Herbalism is also not a way to summon fae. Unless that is your thing, go for it. There's a lot of misconception when it comes to herbalism and whether or not it is considered a safe practice. Herbalism is also not a license to diagnose people with echinacea, assuming that it can cure a heartbreak, because it indeed cannot. So where do you begin? We're gonna start with one herb. You're not gonna go on Etsy and buy 37 different tinctures and hope for the best. You're gonna pick one and only one. All right, step 2, get a good book. You might be familiar with them, even though they're on the brink of extinction. Looks like this, has 4 sides and pages. This, friends, is a book. This particular book is by J.J. Purcell. It's the Herbal Apothecary. Lots of pictures and a bunch of recipes in the back. That might be something that interests you. I will leave that link below in case you want to check that out. Again, just find books that are interesting to you and what you find most attracted to within the practice of herbalism. Tea break? All right, step 3. Learn the land around you. Take walks, touch plants, touch grass, smell things. Do not eat things unless you know exactly what they are and you have ID'd them correctly. Do not come back to me and be like, say I ate this plant and then I got really sick. No. You need to be safe, you need to be smart, and unless you're really into spontaneous vomiting, I do not recommend you just go outside and start eating random things off the ground. Please be careful. Let's gather some things that we need to get started. All right, we're on to step 4. I've gathered the things. Obviously, we're gonna start with a mason jar. Doesn't matter what size it is, but a mason jars, plural, are great things to have on hand. You also just want simple herbs, like I stated earlier. Don't go crazy with it. Just grab 1 or 2 herbs that you really want to work with, learn about them, and make sure that we have them in jars and are sealed tightly, and label them. Always label them. You may also want a measuring cup. I always have a bunch of this stocked somewhere because I never know when I'm going to need to strain something. This is optional, but I love having it. It's my mortar and pestle. I use it all the time, so it just depends what you're going to be doing with herb. If you plan on grinding them, or if you're going to use a food processor, that's up to you as well. I just love having this on hand. You also want a notebook or something to record your herbalism studies and or make recipes. I like to use a larger notebook for this when I'm coming up with recipes. And once that's finalized, I put that into Notion. I will link that down below for you guys in case you want to check that out, because I find that it's very helpful. You don't need to buy all of your supplies at one time either. You can gradually build them and what you think that you'll be using the most of. I have an Apothecary supply list if you want to check that out. I'll also link that down below. It has all the things that you could possibly ever need with links included. You can choose to buy things when you want to buy them and when you think that you're going to need them. These are the basic things that I think that you should have on hand. Mason jar, herb, measuring cup, water. So that's it. If you're new to this and you want to make your first tea, that's all you really need. You don't even need a mason jar. You just need a glass of some sort to put the herb in, put the water in, and then make the tea. That's all. It's very simple. Once you start deciding what it is that you're going to be creating with herbs or how you're going to use herbs, that's when I'd say to start building up your apothecary. I like to source things when I need them the most. So don't think that you need a huge amount of backstock before you get started in herbalism, because you don't. Here are a few tips from me to you as a fellow plant goblin. You're going to want to start a journal. Your liver loves consistency, it does not love chaos. Make sure that you are recording all the different things that you are trying, how it made you feel, what it tastes like. It's going to help you in the long run, I promise. While this might seem like an obvious pro tip, make sure that you are respecting the plants that you are harvesting from if that is something that you're going to do. Do not take everything that you see like a little greedy raccoon. We're just not going to do that. And also make sure you're saying thank you and asking permission to harvest these plants as you go along. It might sound a little bit woo-woo, but it's not. It's just respectful to the earth and what it is giving us. And lastly, there's a bit of a stereotype on herbalists. You do not have to be this crunchy granola person that people assume herbalists are. I don't think that there is any one type of person that can ultimately benefit from the plant medicine world. It is not a one size fits all. You do not have to become some yogi. Don't assume that herbalism is just for the hippies, the gurus. It's not. It's something that should be available to everybody, and just somewhere along the way it got lost. So take that as you will. Some people find it hard to relate to herbalism and plant medicine because they're not a certain way. They don't have a garden, they don't do this, they don't do that. That's fine. You can be whoever you want to be and still add a little bit of a tincture into your tea. So I'm going to leave you with this. You can learn herbalism. You don't need a forest cabin and you don't need some ancient lineage. You can learn herbalism. All you need is a cup of tea, a little bit of curiosity, and probably a little bit of dirt under your fingernails at some point in time. You don't need anything else. If you like this video, feel free to hit that like button like you found your new herbal bestie. Also, subscribe for more plant magic. Until next time, stay wild, stay curious, and don't mistake poison ivy for mint. See ya!